Slim Thug has always been one of the realest voices out of Houston. He's never been the type to bite his tongue, and if there's one thing he stands on, it's speaking the truth, no matter who's involved. So when Slim Thug went public with some explosive claims involving the legendary J. Prince, the entire rap game started paying attention. This wasn't just some casual talk or social media drama. This was the kind of story that pulls back the curtain on how things really work in the streets and behind the scenes in hip-hop's most elite circles. According to Slim Thug, something went down that most people never thought they'd hear. A group of goons allegedly got their hands on more than $1 million worth of jewelry. The type of heist that sounds like it came out of a movie. Chains, watches, diamonds, all snatched and gone in a blink. But what made it even crazier was what happened next. The jewelry didn't stay missing. It didn't get sold off. It didn't end up in pawn shops or disappear into the underground market. Nah, it got returned. And not just returned in secret. Returned through one of the most powerful figures in the South, J. Prince. For those who don't know, J. Prince is more than a name in the rap world. He's an institution. The founder of Rap-A-Lot Records, the man behind some of the most respected moves in Houston hip-hop, and someone whose presence demands respect wherever he goes. People talk about him with reverence. His voice carries weight. So when Slim Thug suggested that J. Prince played a direct role in recovering over $1 million in stolen jewelry, it wasn't just surprising, it was legendary. The way Slim Thug tells it, J. Prince didn't make a scene, didn't go online ranting, and didn't involve the police. He handled it the way real power moves are made, quietly, directly, and with authority. Word got out on the street that the jewelry had been taken, and soon enough, whoever was behind the robbery must have realized what kind of mistake they made. Because not long after, that same jewelry was returned. No violence, no public fallout, just power, influence, and the kind of street diplomacy that very few can pull off. Slim Thug's story paints a picture of how J. Prince's network really goes. This wasn't just about recovering stolen goods. It was about sending a message that certain names still carry weight. That some people, no matter how chaotic things get in the streets, still hold a level of respect that can calm storms and reverse damage. It reminded everyone that while clout chasers and internet gangsters are doing the most online, there's still real OGs out here who operate off respect, not retweets. The idea that someone could take over $1 million in jewels, then feel so much pressure, or maybe so much guilt, that they gave it back without a fight, says everything about who J. Prince is in this culture. This isn't about fear. It's about legacy. It's about the kind of presence that doesn't need to scream. When you hear Slim Thug speak on it, there's admiration in his voice. Not just for the recovery, but for how it all went down. Smooth, silent, powerful. But as this story spreads, it also raises questions about how this side of the game really works. In an era where most artists go straight to Instagram Live when something goes down, this situation shows a different kind of playbook. One that's about quiet power, loyalty, and honor codes that go back decades. Slim Thug's reveal wasn't just entertainment. It was education. He's letting the new generation know there's a whole other level to this rap game that they might not see on their timelines. A level where connections are everything, where respect is worth more than likes, and where if you step wrong, you don't always get checked with fists. You get checked with influence. The kind of influence that can get $1 million worth of jewels drop back on your lap like nothing ever happened. Still, this whole situation has the internet buzzing. People want to know who the robbers were, how they got the jewelry, why they gave it back, and most of all, what was said behind the scenes to make that return happen. Slim Thug didn't name names or give every detail. He just gave the streets enough to know something real happened and left the rest to imagination. That's what makes this story even more compelling. The mystery, the respect, the power. It's like folklore for a new generation. In an industry where betrayal, scams, and backstabbing seem to happen every other day, a story about loyalty and quiet justice feels like a breath of fresh air. It shows that real ones still exist. That old-school principles haven't been completely washed away by cloud-chasing antics and fake beefs. And let's not forget, Slim Thug is someone who knows what he's talking about. He's been in the game for decades, seen the industry from both the street and the studio. So when he says something happened a certain way, people listen. He's not the type to exaggerate for clicks or make up drama to stay relevant. He speaks on things because they matter. This moment is also a reminder that hip-hop is more than just music. It's a culture, a community, a system of unwritten rules that still, even in the era of TikTok trends and viral memes, means something. When Jay Prince gets involved, it means something. And when someone like Slim Thug steps up to share that with the world, it means something too. Now everyone's watching. Will Jay Prince respond? Will the story unfold further? Will the people behind the robbery ever be revealed? Or will it all remain in the shadows? Just another chapter in the long, powerful saga of Southern rap royalty? One thing's for sure, this ain't the kind of thing you see every day. And whether you believe every detail or not, the core message stands strong. Real power doesn't have to shout. It moves in silence, commands respect, and protects what matters most. Slim Thug just reminded us all of that. And hip-hop is better for it.